cocaine. Playing love like an old game. Heart burning like a bright flame. Still a slave for you. And if I try to tell you any different, don't believe me. I won't change for you. You know. Well, maybe I'll pretend, but it's only. It's my shit. Thank you for that love. Tell me what you want. I want you to say I'm in your dream. Ooh, I give you what you want. 'Cause to this very day you're in my dreams. Baby, you're my thing. Na 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 na. Hey, you're the main idea, yeah. Ashay love, thank you for being here. Thank y'all. Hey, my loves. Daybreak. Hey, my loved ones. I'm thinking everything is real now, yeah. Crazy how that works, but it don't work for me. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Vividly. I'm pretty sure reality is better. Talk about now. Hey, my loves. Forever. All over again. Not an album, but I do have an EP and a couple singles. If you look up Terry J, TRRI, J. and type in Ride, you'll see my single and then the rest of my music that's there. My album dropping in September though. Hey, baby. Baby, yeah. I give you what you want, 'cause to this day you're. Thank you for that love. Baby, you're my thing. Hey. Na, 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 na. Palo Santos, yes. Thank you, baby. I claim that. Thank you for confirming that within me. Yes, thank you. Hey, my loves. Thank y'all so much. I claim all that love. What's the meaning? You bring me to the edge without a chance to take it in. I'm tired of feeling. Ooh. Y'all, this Ascension flute done had me down and out, so I'm sorry. I'm just having a moment right now. Hey, my loves. Hey, 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 hey. Gotta get the vibe right. Gotta get the vibe right. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ashay, my love. Likewise. Hey, beautiful. Tell me what I want, yeah. 'Cause this don't work for me no more. That part, I love you for that. Thank you, baby. You're so in my dreams, babe. Woo. In love with what I can obtain. Aside the butterflies, I don't know what remains. Woo. Can the story ever change? Oh, I guess no matter what they say, it won't feel the same. Oh, will ya? Ooh, yeah. You're still in my dreams, baby. Yeah. Yes, Alex. You bless me every time. Thank y'all. I appreciate that love. Alex, get me, baby. Thank y'all for that. I ain't even come over here to be singing. I'm supposed to be reading cards and shit. But I had to sit my little vibe. Hey, my loved ones. Thank you for that love. Welcome in. God, thank you for a beautiful day today. Thank you for every part of the day. Thank you for every feeling that I felt today. Thank you for every experience that I had today. Thank you for every revelation that I had today. Thank you that I got to experience life. Thank you for my tribe, my people, my family, my loved ones. Thank you for sending them in tonight and only them for this reading today. Hey, my loved ones. Protect us as we go into this energy. I do invite all the benevolent ones of my loved ones here to come in and remind us that we all are safe as we channel and receive. Thank you for that love. Hey, beautiful. And we do reject, block, return to sender. All negative energy is not allowed. Ashe. Anytime. Thank you, baby. Won't go away. Anytime, any place, won't go away. All right, y'all, what's up? Let's get into this reading. Ashe. Oh, what's up, cousin? To my cousin, I said, hey. My cousin, too. Look, you already said, hey. Hey, boo. To my cousin, I said, hey. Hey, y'all. I'm grateful for the energy today. Let me start off by saying that. Today is much lighter than it was on yesterday. I was trying to hold it together yesterday, and I think y'all knew that. I think y'all could tell that. But today was better. I'm still feeling a little bit of the ascension symptoms in my body. But I also have been on my herbal teas. I ordered from the girl, Crystal, that I was telling y'all about the blood purifier and all of that. Yeah, I'm getting my iron up. I'm getting my skin together. That scalp thing we was talking about. She had some stuff for that. Like, thank you, baby. Speaking of my hair, she in her light skin era right now, y'all. My hair is like so sandy. People think I have colored my hair because my tips are lighter, but I've never colored my natural hair. And even when I started my locks, I didn't have any color. So this is like my natural hair. But I think my hair changed with my mood too. Like sometimes my color look a little darker and sometimes it look a little lighter. So she giving golden child today, baby. Thank you. Help me go viral. If you think you can, love, do what you do. Hey, Dizzle, baby. But yeah, energy much better today, y'all. Energy much better today. So I do want to jump into this collective reading and see what's going on with my people. What we need to hear today. The channeling was all over the place yesterday too with some of the messages. So we're going to see. I had took out Kipper at first and I was like, you know what, spirit? Not today. Ashe, bless you, love. I was like, not today. Let's try to keep it light, get some encouraging messages here for the people. Some messages. I really feel like what I've been hearing is like your ancestors kind of want to press through on some things like that they want to say to y'all. So I feel like that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do an ancestral message reading to see specifically what your spirit team, your ancestors, your spirit guides are saying to you. Hey, my love, at this time. This is a collective. I'm starting off with the collective. My list is open though, and I do my list at the end of the collective readings. If you want to get on the list, the readings tonight is 11/11. That is the energy. And as you will see, Dizzle will be posting throughout the live, pinning in the comments how you can book a reading with me on live. But I'll say it one time just to start. You can click the link in my bio, click donate to LYT. Or you can just look at my bio and see my Cash App and my PayPal information. My Venmo as well, printed there. And you can send in 11/11. The list is open now, but I won't be doing the readings until the end of the collective, okay? I do not have a time limit on my collective, just so you know. So let me answer that before you guys sign up. Is there anything else I need to say? Oh, yeah, make sure that when you do send in a payment that you tag Dizzle and say paid. And then let her know as well if you're going to go with the flow or if you have a question, a specific question that you want to ask for the cards. Outside of that, visit CoachTerica.com. If you want to book a reading outside of live, a private reading, CoachTerica.com is the only place. Thank you for that love. It's the only place you can book a reading with me, okay? Thank you, Dizzle. Segueing into the next announcement here. I do not DM anybody for readings. Some people have been kind of tagging me and sending me some of like the fake accounts. I've been trying to like report them as much as I can, y'all. But my page now has over 7,000 followers. It has only valid account in the bio with my legit Cash App and PayPal information. And my videos go back. So if in doubt, or if you see some extra activity going on, or thinking I'm just hitting you up, nah. You know, I communicate with my people. I respond to my messages, but I do not hit people up for readings or anything else. Okay, my love. All right. So I think that's everything I need to say before we get started. Oh, as well, at the end of this collective, if it blesses your whole life, or if you decide to get a reading with me and it bless your life, don't forget to leave a testimonial for your girl. You can click the link in my bio and see that tab as well to leave a testimonial. Right. I should be getting paid for all that. You know, but I count it as a blessing either way it goes, you know, that even though they want to be ass motherfuckers, like, they still putting my message out there, like, and I'm just praying and hoping, right, that people are wise enough to know, hey, my love, you know, the scam energy, because it's the same for all of them, y'all. Like, I done had people that I know that I follow personally, they've had their accounts cloned. And I immediately knew, like, before, even though everything looked at first glance like it, but it was just like the way that they was talking, the fact that they was inboxing me, I'm like, nah, this ain't that. So we ought to know by now, like, nothing is new with these little blow up bitches, as we call them. Wannabe ass bitches. Like, nothing is new with these people. That they be doing the same thing. They come in asking for your zodiac and all of that, and you gotta know for sure, like, I don't do zodiac readings like that. We talk about the signs kind of loosely on the personal level, but not really, like, spiritually speaking, like, oh, this is what's going on. So it's not me. It is not me. Yes, discernment is needed and real. Yes, my love. So definitely, y'all just know, like, it's me. And then I go live quite often too, so I'm here. I'm present. Like, y'all just gotta know it's me. I don't really know what else to say. I can't stop the people, and y'all know TikTok be dragging their feet about these reports and stuff like that. So, yeah, just so you know, if you seeing me today, go ahead and follow me. If this your first time seeing me, go ahead and follow me. Take a good look at my page and what I'm saying, so you know it's me. And know that after this live, I will not be DMing you for shit. So if somebody else does, it is not me. Okay. All right. Hey, my love, welcome in. Welcome. Hello, beautiful soul. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Where am I from? I'm originally from the Mid-South, from Memphis, from Mississippi. But I'm in California now. And who knows where I'll go next. And as of recently, I found out that I am damn near full-blooded African out here, so I ain't even supposed to be here. We ain't gonna talk about that today. Hey, my love. Louisiana, okay. Y'all wasn't too far from the SIP in the Texas, the Alabama area. We did a lot of vacationing out there, Florida, all of that. So, yes, it's real. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So, Spirit, what I want to do today is I want to do a reading for my Ashe. Thank you, beautiful. For my loved ones here, that will be direct messages from the ancestors at this time. I want to speak to the ancestral team that is directly connected to my loved ones here, that is very hands-on, frontline energy, very much aware of what my loved ones are dealing with at this time, where they are. And I'm asking for the messages that they need to hear the most at this time, to know that they are loved, that they are where they need to be, that they are safe. Okay, hey, my love, I'm great. How are you? Hey, love. Nevada. Hey, Nevada. The Nevada. Oh, Nevada. Ah, okay. Greetings all. Hey, love. 11, come on. Yeah. Let's get into it. All right, Spirit. Let me say ancestors. What do y'all want to say at this time? I'm great, loved ones. How are you? Dizzle, I thought that was what she was saying too, that there was Nevada, but I think she's from Nevada. I thought that was like the actual Nevada saying the same thing, but I think she's from Nevada. Hey, love. Dizzle, you see that? It's 12:12. I love it. Come through. 10:12 on the East Coast. I'm sorry, on the West Coast. Definitely not on the East Coast. The East Coast, 3 hours ahead of me. All right, ancestors, what do you need your baby loved ones to hear today? Yeah. Thank you, love. Thank you. We have ease as the first card out. 12:12. I love it. People they be playing, child, doing the most. But I think my mom got them out of here. The first card we have out is ease. Yeah. The song playing in the background as well is saying, when will you learn to let it go? Okay. So it seems like the ancestors here are really maybe, getting on some of you guys about worrying about things at this time. I told you too that, for the month of July, especially, the air is very conducive for manifestation. Now, whether you are intentionally or, let me say not intentionally, consciously or unconsciously manifesting, you're still manifesting. Okay. So the space that, we're in right now says that we manifest with the goal of living in the energy of ease and remaining in the energy of ease. As well, when we manifest with the air of faith to know that it's coming, it's going to do what it needs to do. God got me. We good. All right. My ancestors taking care of me. We already know what's up here. So if any of you guys lately have been feeling uptight or a little bit worried, even, somewhat pessimistic concerning certain things happening in your life or just the timing of things, your ancestors want you to ease up here. I'm hearing as well, they're saying to ease up on yourself. Excuse me. I'm going to start calling this shit confirmation burps. I be hearing people say that, but I ain't never really claim that, but that should be happening more often. Yeah, but they want you to be easier on yourself here. Okay. You got trust at the bottom of the deck. We talked about that a couple of readings ago about, how it's time for you to really trust yourself. Some of you guys don't trust yourself to make, the right decisions here. You don't trust your intuition when it comes down to certain situations. And even in that, right, the overthinking process, trying to be a perfectionist, all of those things, right, are the places where we find, ourselves going against the path of least resistance, right, which is in one word summed up as ease here. But it doesn't come from anything less than a need to just want to do things right? So it's not like your ancestors are beating up on you because of that. They said you do that enough already. Damn, they talking shit out the gate. They say you do that enough, so we not trying to beat you up here. To whoever that was for. But they're telling you, right, don't put so much pressure on yourself about that right or wrong decision, right? Doing the right or wrong thing, because what some of you guys really need to break away from in your thought process is the understanding, or how do I want to say this? You need to break away from the fear of doing something wrong, simply put. Okay, because when you're living in the grace of ease and in the energy of ease here, you understand that your life is your life. Your world is your world. Your frequency is your frequency. And whatever you're trying to manifest for that area, their reality in your life, your surroundings here, you can have that. You can do it. And whatever it feels right to you is right. If some of you guys are in an energy here of, I know a lot of us here, we have that same story of being separated from people who are very important to us, our families and things like that. So some of you guys have really had to be in your hermit mode, which is kind of like being by yourself, but as well being very wise and learning how to even use your discernment and intuition in the first place. But you also have had this, development of, how do I say it? It's kind of like that you understand that you are responsible in your world, right? When you didn't have anybody else to lean on or even just go to for advice, you understood that everything you did counted very heavily, right? So depending on where you are in your healing process, how you're viewing your past and what it is that you've gone through up until now. Some of you guys may still have this kind of fear that's related to making decisions again because you felt like you may have made a wrong decision or something in the past. Okay. But spirit or your ancestors is saying, even with that, right? If you're still moving from that space of fear because of what happened in the past, ease up on yourself because of that too. Understand that now all of those precautions and just, oh my gosh, should I do this? Let me check once, twice, third, 3 times, 4 times. That ain't even necessary no more. You know, it's not necessary for you anymore. Always move in wisdom, right? And even with that trust being here, right? And like I told you, this was correlated to you trusting your intuition. That's what your ancestors are trying to get you to do more now. Because the heavy lifting, they got that. They got that. Definitely survival mode like a motherfucker. Like we just, yes, trying to come up out that motherfucker. And we get it. That's why they saying it's okay to be in your easy energy now. You can come out of that like, you know, general in war type energy here. Thank you for that love. You can come out of the energy of always having to look over your shoulder and watch out for an op and all of this. They saying, yeah, this not that time. And understand now that even when you come across readers like me or others who are in that energy of revealing or exposing, you know, certain things that happen in your life from these op energies or whatever is going on, right? Like I told y'all, and let me reinforce it again. It's only for the sake of letting you know, number one, that God saw it. And number two, that God is going to whoop ass for it. Simply. But it's not to invoke fear. It's not to have you in a space to where you paranoid or, oh, I don't want to make this move. I don't want to do this. Somebody going to work against. Absolutely not. Your ancestors is like, we are handling your lightweight so you can live in the energy of ease here. And as well, as much as you did, you know, in your initiation process, right? As hard as some of these decisions that you had to make were, they're letting you know that everything that you did, right? Put them in this position now to where they can come in and handle this lightweight for you. You taking the high road in these trashy ass situations you were in, man, worked so many wonders for you to be able to live your soft life right now. Okay? So it's like they want you to realize that. They want you to see it. They want you to relax into this energy. There's literally no other stipulation that's tied to this. Like, life could be easy, but no, they're saying like it's easy. Just accept it. Just live in it. Just rest in it. And they're saying, yeah, surrender just came out. They're saying just rest in it. Just give in to the fact that it's already easy, because what they're wanting you guys to acknowledge and really see, you know, is how much work they've done on your behalf so that you can live in this energy. So it's almost like you say, for instance, like you, right? You go and you plan this whole surprise party and set up and da-da-da, and the person that you planned it for never show up. That's kind of like the energy of like if your ancestors done cleared the way and did all this shit just for you so you can be out here moving and living your best life, but you still hiding in the house and you still, won't go out, won't do shit, and for the sake of saying like, well, I don't know, I can't trust nobody. And they saying, get your ass out here. Because we done told you it's all right now. You know how I be like, when you little and somebody tell you, okay, you ain't gonna get hurt. Like, I got you, you safe. That's how your ancestors is. I'm talking about, baby, you so safe, you can run, you can go outside and ain't nobody even finna run up on you like they finna do something. Not gonna happen. That's what they want you to know. And then some of you guys, right, you may have started off, being surrounded by a number of ancestors who were a little bit more like gentle, right? I'm seeing maybe like some feminine energies, some older feminine energies. You may have met them in this lifetime and they passed on, or these could be feminine energies that are just tied to you ancestrally that you've never physically met here. But I feel like at the time where you were in that survival mode and going through the thick of things here, the energy was a little bit more nurturing for you because they knew that you were in a painful place. But now the ancestors that surround you, they're more like warriors, right? Your protection when you were in the thick of things came more from your angels, Archangel Michael, and they weren't necessarily going out like to fight for you, but they were just kind of like guarding you. As certain things had to happen in your life, as certain people had to show their true colors, you know, I told y'all that we were bait in a lot of situations to really, really highlight and expose who was who. Imagine you being the only true blood around a whole bunch of vampires. Yeah, it was that energy. So motherfuckers who had to sink they or show their fangs and shit like that, yeah, they knew God's strategy. And all of your spirit team, angels, they all respected God's strategy here. That's why I tell y'all, don't ever question, hey, my love, you know, why things took so long or whatever. Like, why God did this? Because I'm telling you, there was a perfect plan that was happening here. So the ones that surrounded you at first when you were in the middle of all of that were more about surrounding you with love, keeping you grounded, healing the wounds. Because they knew that you were not in the space to where this was the energy, right? And trust me when I tell you, this is why they're trying to convince you now and like tell you, like, we know then that ease has not always been your story. And that's why for some of you guys, it may be hard for you to like grasp it or surrender to it, right? Or even just think along those lines to say like, oh, this could actually be a reality for me to be living an easy life. But they knew things were not going to be easy for you to start. So the way that they surrounded you was a way of definitely like healing and peace and nurturing. But now, baby, that they have like nurtured you to this certain spot, it's almost like them feminines, they metamorphed into motherfucking women kings, baby. Like the warriors. They was like, all right, now you good, baby. You go live in that life of ease that we done set up for you. Don't worry about nothing. Don't even look back over here, right? And now they in their energy of pop, 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 pop. Because when you was going through that and you put in all that work, yeah. They said you took the high road, so they don't have to now. And trust me, they're saying too that you guys will notice as well, almost like what I've been confirming for y'all in these other readings, that some of you guys' life is going to get easier as some of these people pass away that have been, you know, connected to you, that were hurting you and things like that. Simply because all of the energetic like tethers and ties that they had on you will die with them. So they're saying it's only going to get easier and easier and easier. The more that they go out here and continue to hand out these justified ass whoopings. Hey, my love. And the more they go out here and hand out these justified ass whoopings, baby, the easier that shit gonna get to you. Even with this surrender as well, they're saying that they're making all of your enemies at this time surrender. I told y'all too. Now this again, let me give a pre-warning before I say this. And I did this last time. This may be a lot for some people to kind of comprehend when I say this, right? Especially if you relate to the Christian background. But biblically, when it says that every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess, right? We're not only talking about the divine source, but I told y'all for some of y'all, that's for you. Some of these people got to come back and apologize to you. They have to openly, publicly admit that you were right, that they did you wrong, whatever it is. They have to put the frequency out there that says that they surrender to your light and who you are, to the God within you here. So when we're constantly talking about like your truth gonna come out, like you gotta say what it is, like people gonna really listen to you now, like it has to stand. Trust back at the bottom of the deck again. Is because there is a great surrender that's happening here. And even though some of these enemies, right, they literally might have to chase them into the depths of hell and back, right? Because especially these narcissistic people, like they ain't gonna want to surrender. They ain't gonna surrender till they lose their life. But Spirit is saying you can guarantee that every person, whether you remember it or not, remember their name, remember who it was, what they look like, what they did, every person who came against you, baby, every person that did not want to believe that you were who you were here, they will have to bow and they will have to confess that you are who you are and that you are connected to the divine source here. Period. Period. Yep. We got delusion coming out. Thank you for that love. Yeah, motherfuckers wanted to act like they was all delusional here. They didn't know who you was or didn't want to put no respect on your name, baby. No. Your ancestors saying they not letting them live in that delusion no more. Whatever world these people created that was based off of lies here, and especially if these were lies that affected your life, that affected the fact or affected your ability to live an easy life. Oh yeah. They finna be in a full surrender. Some of these people, right, I just told you the extreme of some of these people, they're gonna have to chase them to the depths of hell and back. But some of these people have already dropped to their knees, baby, because they know what's going on. Some of these people, they didn't all believe all the way in God, but they knew enough to know what they was doing when they came against you was, I'm stepping on God's toes right now. I'm gonna try it anyway, right? Because it's some sort of incentive, somebody promising me something here, right? Some sort of benefit that I'm gonna get for working against the collective. But motherfuckers didn't scale that shit right. They didn't understand that it wasn't gonna be worth it, baby. And now they know. And now they like, man, I knew I shouldn't have did this shit. I knew I shouldn't have worked against them. Like, I knew I should have linked up with them people. And they already dropping to their knees. And some of these people trying to pray and beg God and all this shit like that. And it's like, baby, thank you for that love. You can stay down on your knees because you still got to confess. But understand that there will be no prayer that will, allow you to escape what it is that you created in all of your delusion here. Baby, you got to see that through. The way they acted up, baby, you got to see that through. We have companionship here too. Your ancestors are letting you know that they are in charge of your companionship. I told y'all that they've been up there writing, scratching out, adjusting soul contracts for y'all and who y'all gonna be with in your partnership here. Some of you guys have already come into your divine partnership, and your ancestors are trying to confirm for you that you are with your person now. You can rest in that, surrender to that, be in the easy energy here. But for some of you guys, if you're still waiting on that, right? That's one of the things that you're praying about. Your ancestors want to let you know, like, they are on that for you. They are confirming too what I have said to you guys before about them being very picky when it comes down to you, because you are their baby. You are their baby. Y'all remember I told y'all when somebody, that dude had tried me that one time, he was supposed to, be doing right and acting right, and baby got beside himself with that little ego. And I heard my ancestor, baby, she said, tell him come with another deal. Tell him come with another deal. Sitting at her little desk, baby. She turned around, she said that, she went right back to writing. Thank you for that love. But it was that. She was like, dismissed, baby. And it was almost like that auntie that was sitting in the back, but somebody was at the door and they like, hey, auntie so-and-so, this person here, he trying to see you. And she was like, automatically like, no. So that's how some of y'all ancestors is about you, baby. They like, baby, you better get that shit together. P's, Q's, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All of them to Z. They not playing about you, okay? So they're telling you too as well, if you've been asked to be patient and wait for your partner at this time, this is why, because they are, and I want y'all to see here too, there are elephants that are representing this companionship. And you know what they say, like, elephants have that very unconditional love that never forgets. They never forget people who were nice to them, kind to them, just that deep compassion, a very compassionate heart. So I feel like, whoever this person that they're wanting to pair you with here, that's the type of companionship you guys are going to have. And that's why it's taking this time, while they going through the list and checking it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Because they not finna allow you to be in no type of fucked up situation here. Not gonna do it. Okay? So they are wanting you to know, yep, trust just came on out, y'all. This is the 3rd time we done seen it. And finally came out. So they definitely want you to trust this, right? That note about the companionship. I feel like for somebody here. And I feel like for some of you guys too, that may be an answer to your question as to why you haven't met your person yet. And I told y'all before too, with that competition energy, some of y'all got a lot of people that have been vying for your heart here as well, because you have been on such a spiritual journey and because you have healed so much. That's why a lot of people are even spiritually petitioning your ancestors and your spirit team to have your hand in companionship and marriage here. Because baby, you the motherfucking shit spiritually, okay? You the shit here. as well. But like I said, sometimes it take us a minute to figure that out and catch up. But everybody else, baby, they been new. They knew the day we was born, these cycles started. They knew who we were before we ever, initiated or developed into it. So I'm telling you, love, like whatever time you've been asked to wait here, they sorting out all the bullshit. They sorting out what don't belong to you here. As you're working, you're continuing to grow. And y'all remember too, the message came out where they was like, okay, some of y'all have to stop manifesting or like continuing to add things to your manifestation because you have such a big order to fill already. And for some of you guys, that companionship is a part of that. Okay. So just know, my loves, they hooking up y'all love situation here. It's giving very much arranged marriage here, but not off we putting you with this person because they got, money, or this is a royal blood. Spirit, like, your ancestors like, bitch, you royal. It's an honor for them to be with you. So that contract got to be fixed based off of what you have talked to the Most High about, what you want in a partner. I've been telling y'all that too, even in this waiting process of companionship, still be clear about exactly what it is you want here. So you can continue to call that in, and then that when certain people are coming towards you, you have this kind of list in your mind or understanding of, what it is that you expect and you're looking for to hold up against this person, so you know whether or not this is truly for you here. But according to what your ancestors know you need and what they know that you are requesting here, oh yeah, they working it out for you. They arranging it for you. That's what it's based off of. It ain't no political shit. It ain't no money. Ain't no none of that. Because they say you got all that by yourself. Whether you had companionship or not, you was going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? So even though your partner may be very wealthy, right? Your partner may still come in and have a lot of rank and power in this physical realm. Thank you for that love. Your partner may come in and be, man, I didn't even look down at this card that I pulled out here. Divine love is here. Your partner may be, very helpful to you, bringing you some relief here when they come into your life. Thank you for that love. But Spirit saying, baby, you still gonna have your own. Thank you for that love. They can only add to who you are and what you have already. They can only upgrade you. Thank you for that love. But they never will define you. And they're not going to come in trying to do that either. Thank you for the love. I want you to know that, like, this is from your ancestors' point of view, right? So it's always going to be, spiced with a little, like, neck roll. I said what I said because they don't play about their baby now. But they letting you know, baby, divine love is here. And it came out right after trust, companionship, trust, and then divine love. So I'm telling you, for some of you guys, this is definitely about you having your partner here. And that is the answer for some of you if you've been praying about why it's been taking so long, right? They're getting you together. We have energetic clearing here that's underneath ease. They're saying as well, if you guys feel like that you have been going through an energetic cleansing and clearing here, like I've been telling y'all, I'm currently kind of dealing with like a ascension flu symptoms and things here. This card fell under ease, right? So whatever you're being asked to clear, let go of, certain memories that may be resurfacing at this time, they're saying it's for the sake of you getting to this energy of ease here. Thank you for that love. It's almost like you have to lighten your load here in order to, be able to, because if you think about ease, right? I keep seeing ease is kind of like this floaty type energy, right? It's very much a high vibrational frequency, even though it's not a lot of movement, right? When we think of high vibration, we think, things moving a lot. But then the energy of ease is kind of like the opposite of that, right? It's not a lot of movement. But for some of you guys, there is still like this, even in the flow of things, there's still like a lot of movement happening. So if you've been in that energy of just kind of like, okay, I feel called to like rest, or, or some of you guys that y'all have had a little bit of insomnia. We've been talking about that too. But whatever it is, like that your body is kind of going through this change, or, you're pulling away from a sense of normalcy that you had before. They're letting you know that this is some energetic clearing that's going on for you right now. That is definitely lightening your load, so that you can literally flow with this grace of ease here. So some of you guys have been finding yourselves even, having memories about people, even possibly crying over certain memories when you think about things that are happening. I know for me, like y'all know that I've been with my genealogy and everything, like as I've been feeling like certain things happen within my body, there are thoughts and memories that correlate with the pain that I feel in my body in that moment. And so I understand, right? Because a lot of times the first thing that we want to do is avoid the thought, the memory, or whatever it is. But as much as I've been saying to, over the collective here, how I know that the Most High is working in that way with us to help us clear and get rid of some of these things, that we have to replay some of these things or just revisit places that we ain't visited in a while, or maybe even forgot about, right? Or put in that blind traumatic amnesia space. When your spirit team is bringing it back to you because they're saying they want you to let it go. And God is even showing me how certain memories, like, okay, I'm remembering when this person did this, right? My memories have been more correlated to like how I grew up and just certain things now that just didn't make sense, And when I would think about certain memories, like I said, certain places in my body were hurt, and God was trying to let me know, thank you for that love. That's where that trauma was stored at. That's where that trauma was stored at. Y'all, my clavicle area all up in here, like the shoulders, the back of my neck, like the excruciating, like migraines and things that I've been getting is just like I feel my body going through this metamorphosis, y'all. Like that shit is wild, it's crazy, like, and there's certain things to where it's like I feel my body, thank you for that love, naturally want to go back into survival mode when some of those memories pop up. And it's like when I tell y'all, this is not a conscious thing. I'm aware of what's happening, but this is not me like, oh, let me think about this, and no, I'm just paying attention to what's coming. Right? Letting my spirit flow, do what it needs to do. Thank you for that love. So as these things are playing in my mind, these visions, I'm watching it. I may close my eyes and then I feel like this pain or this sensation in my body, wherever it is. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I see what it is. Like I feel it. And I send love to that place immediately. I've been doing a lot of like lymphatic, just like, hitting on my body, just waking myself up, like body, you are alive, like you are free to live, just letting myself know, because again, we've been in such a survival mode here, y'all. And you just don't sometimes understand how much of that trauma and those hits that your shell took here, your body took. So no matter how much you have grown and matured spiritually, energetically, even in your understanding, your body still got to catch up, my love. Your space still got to catch up. So this grace of ease, and why they're telling you to like take it easy on yourself, relax right now, do whatever your body is telling you that you need to do, is because there is some energetic clearing going on. And as I'm sitting here, I'm getting chills like somebody, you know what I'm talking about here, right? Like, because some of y'all been having some maybe urges too, but just feelings within your body that you ain't really been able to explain here. Thank you for that love. And I'm telling y'all too, for a lot of you guys that are in my tribe, the hands of our enemies are bound. So this ain't about no spell work or nobody trying to come against you or anything like that. And even for myself, y'all, I'm gonna be straight up real with y'all. Like, y'all hear me say this message, but today, right? Because like I said, the feelings have been so intense for me. And I watched a video on TikTok, like came up my timeline, and somebody really confirmed for me in particular, like this is a Christ level upgrade for me. Like this is one of the last ones to where it's like, bitch, you are the Power Ranger. Like it's that level. And even just it's the mindset of like visions of like Christ when he was on earth and things like, it's been a lot going on, y'all. But like in everything that I've been feeling and experiencing here, I understand what the Most High is doing. Even as I've been praying and like, okay, God, I need a little relief. This is a little heavy on me. This is, what it is. I still just been sending myself love. Y'all, I be falling asleep at, damn 3:30 in the afternoon, wake up at 8 something. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, my sleep pattern is all over, like, the place. It's definitely a part of your level up here. Like, everything is just, like, some things I cannot explain. But when I tell y'all, I'm just surrendering to it. I'm surrendering to it. And when I tell y'all, I probably done ate sushi 10 days in a row. And I'm like, what is it, girl? Can we eat something else? But my body like, no, this is what we want right now. Like, it just is what it is. And I just been giving into that. And if y'all know me, like, I'm the person, like, every day it got to be something different. Almost like if I eat 2 times a day, it got to be 2 variety of things. I ain't that person. But whatever my body been calling for at this time, baby, I've been giving it to her. I've been giving it to her. And in that space of, just understanding, like, where the pain is and everything, is just like, all right, I love you, baby. We got this. Like, even the song in the background is saying that it's going to be all right. I know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. This is what I've been telling myself over and over again. And thanking God throughout every part of this process for what's happening to me right now. So definitely, my loves, you guys may as well be going through, especially we still kind of in this new moon energy too. In the 7th month, the month of completion, a lot of things that just have to end automatically just because divine timing said that it's time's up for it. So I'm telling you, like, unconsciously, subconsciously, you guys may be going through some of the same things here. And even though you may be in your mind trying to diagnose it or label it as something else, your ancestors want me to confirm for you, baby, you are going through an energetic clearing right now. You are going through an upgrade, a level up, for sure. And if it's happening this month, oh, baby, you better believe you damn near gonna have a new layer of skin by the time August get here. Okay? Like, some of y'all may literally be like, I don't know why I'm saying that, but somebody may literally be like physically shedding or something like that. Like, your hair may be shedding some, and not that like you patching or no shit like that, but you just may notice like more of your hair shedding. You may have a little peeling on your skin or something like that. Like, when I tell you, baby, your body is going through an upgrade right now. A literal cell upgrade. So some of you guys, again, I'm being led to, say to you, you may want to do some sort of detox tea at this time to really help your body rid everything that doesn't, supposed to be here. And when you drink that tea, that herbal tea, like whatever the detox is, pray over that. Give it some spiritual direction here. And tell it to work along with your ancestors and what your spirit team is doing already in your body to clear out energetically what does not need to be there. Thank you for that love. And understand, like, as you do clear it, whether it comes through mucus, some of you guys may have more mucus at this time, just nose running. You may even feel like a lot more, how do I want to call it? Like, even where like your nose and your throat meet. Where I would consider like the heart of the throat chakra. Even though people say, oh, throat chakra, but nah, the ear, nose, throat, all that shit is connected. Your ears is connected to your throat chakra. So right where it meets, I can't point to it, but y'all know what I'm talking about, like that little spot in there. If that is kind of like, just cloudy or all, just clogged up, yeah, I'm telling you, baby, like your thoughts are draining right now, the thoughts that are not needed. Things that you have been told that are not your truth, all of that shit is trying to flood out. That shit, it sounds so weird and crazy, like how our body correlates with the spiritual understanding of what's happening, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Some of you guys may have more fluid retention at this time, like you may see your feet or your ankles swelling up, your legs swelling up at random. Elevate. Walk. Thank you for that love. Some of you guys, especially, I'm here for you, walk, because you need to pound out whatever that energy is. The fluid that is, retaining, or that's just kind of like it's being drained from something, but you got to get it out of your body. So something for some of you guys, the energy of walking, pounding the pavement, pounding the ground is going to help send it to the place to where it can release out of you. Some of you guys may immediately notice that after you start walking, that the swelling will go down, even though there may not be an actual drainage anywhere, but energetically it's leaving through your feet, through the bottom of your feet. But yeah, baby, the energetic clearing is happening right now. So even in the process of this, right, it might be a little frustrating. It might be a little irritating because, you're just trying to figure out what it is. And even with that, right, God, your spirit team is saying here, don't be so quick to just diagnose yourself with something or, blame things on spell work and stuff like that. Be aware spiritually of what's happening. And sometimes some of the pains that we feel is literally just growing pains here. Even if it's intense, it's still growing pains. Okay, loves. All right, what else, ancestors? What else? I'm not going to take all of those. What else? We have freedom here. Freedom is falling under surrender. See? Your spirit team wants you to know, baby, you was already free. It's like you done got out of jail and just still standing outside. You know how when they open the gates and let the people out, they have to go through all them little barbed wire fences and shit like that. Like, it's like you still just standing at the fence. You can get your ride, go anywhere you want to, move, go out. But it's like, y'all got to come out of that hermit mode here. Unless you're really being called into it right now because you're clearing energetically. But I'm speaking more to the people who are hiding in hermit mode. And y'all know who who I'm talking about here. If you are one of those people that had a mindset to where it's like, well, it's just easier for me to be by myself, so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you gotta go live in the freedom that says that it ain't always easier to be by yourself. Okay, thank you for that love. And understand too that your spirit team, again, right? They're trying to let you know that they are holding so much space for you to live in freedom here. For any reason that you could be telling yourself that you can't do it, they're telling you it's not legit. And I don't even gotta hear what it is or know what you're saying, but it ain't legit. It ain't legit. Because whatever fears you can come up with or say this is this or they saying, baby, where you are right now, you are free to do what you want to do, to be who you want to be, to go where you want to go. Because this is about your life of ease here. And some of you guys too, that is a part of the energetic clearing that they are getting you out of that survival mindset into a freedom mindset now. So it's time for that. The mindset definitely has to match where you're growing. Yep, gratitude just came out here. That's why I told some of you guys too, right? Say, for instance, you resonate with the message just like, well, I want to do this, but I don't got this. You know, I don't have the money to live freely like how I want to, or I don't have the means or the resources. But I told you guys, you have to start learning how to see the good and the God in everything that surrounds you in this moment. Because when God said abundance, it wasn't like, okay, once you get this, then you'll be abundant. No. God said you are abundant. You are currently. You are abundant. Your life is abundant. So what will help you to tap into the abundance that surrounds you right now and really see it for what it is going to be gratitude for you. Just like I told y'all just a few seconds ago about, you know, as I'm going through these feelings and I feel this pain, I'm just like, right? Because it's easy to fall into that space of allowing this process to be something that it ain't. But when I have this awareness and this realization, even for that, like I find myself like, God, thank you for the awareness to know what's happening to me right now. So that I can surrender to it. And, you know, and even still, when it feels painful, one of the main things I like to say, one of my biggest gratitude spaces, God, thank you for the ability to feel. Thank you for the ability to feel. So when you have that mindset that everything that's happening in some sort of way, there's a reason to turn it around and give thanks for it, then you're going to start to see how abundant you really are. Even just the fact that you have this freedom, right? Because if you've been in the space of not allowing yourself to live in this freedom, there's a part of you that does not realize that this is real, or that has not accepted that this is real, right? Remember, freedom fell under surrender. And what message came with that surrender card? Surrender to the fact that this is your life, that this is what it is. You can stand in front of that prison, that fence all you want to. But whenever you're ready to get off the stoop and go and move and do, you can do it. Because now it's already set in place for you. So for some of you, you need to give thanks for that you have this freedom. Because that probably wasn't always your story. Yeah, that probably wasn't always your story here. Some of y'all were very much weighed down by the burdens and things that you had taken on from others and the projections of others and all of that. Yeah, that's not your story no more, though. You got freedom now. We have outrageous openness here. Spirit really wants y'all to, like, let your hair down. Like, I'm every woman, I'm every man. Just be, live, enjoy, y'all. Make it your goal once a week to do something new that you ain't never did before. And something new can be free. I don't want to hear nothing about I ain't got no money now. We got grounded here. The ancestors are telling some of you guys to get grounded. And the grounded card fell under trust. Some of you guys need to get grounded in trust, self-trust. Some of you guys as well need to realize, right, if you've been one of those people that's kind of a little afraid to re-enter society because you're nervous that you're going to choose to be around the wrong people, or you're going to pick the wrong friends, or you're going to get hurt again, or whatever it is here. This is why your spirit team is telling you to ground in trusting yourself here. Because there has to be, and very real with you, right? Because I had to learn this lesson. But when you re-enter society, for real, right? Because we haven't come to the space yet to where God has cleared out everything. It's happening now. We're seeing the death process begin here. But the low vibration is still here. It's still alive. So yes, even when you do go out, you move in this, freedom and this openness here. You always still move with awareness. And that's why you have to be grounded in your intuition, because even in the moment of you can be like twirling in the middle of a concert in the park or some shit like that. And your motherfucking spidey senses will start tingling in the middle of like you dancing and you just stop, right? And you have to know that your intuition will, and I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, but your intuition will let you know that something is up before it actually happens here. And in those moments, you're immediately going to know what to do, how to move, and how to go. But just know, love, because of that, it's not worth you living in this energy of fear and limitations as some sort of means to prevent things from happening. No, God said you can't do that no way. Maybe I would agree and be okay with you doing that if we ain't never heard no story about somebody getting shot in their own house. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just being at home or it don't automatically mean you safe. Even though you may be telling yourself that, no. What makes you safe is that you are chosen from the Most High, and God already said you safe. And that your ancestors are standing around you to make sure that you're safe. That's what makes you safe. That's why they're telling you, go, be free, live in that, stay trusted and grounded in that intuition. And know that we're going to push that button within you when something ain't right here. But otherwise, when it ain't nothing that you feel, don't go looking for it. Don't expect it. Expect good. Expect freedom. Expect things to be easy for you. Expect loving energies here. Because that is what is assigned to you, my love. And Spirit is saying for some of you guys, if you have, we picked up on this before too, that some of you guys, your hermit mode and that just the pessimistic kind of way of looking at life came from the way that you were raised. You were raised around people who ain't never did nothing in their life. They ain't never wanted to do nothing. They were fear mongers and stuff like that. But Spirit has always been telling you and encouraging you to let you know that that's not for you. So for some of you, this change right here is going to look like outrageous openness for you. Because you're going to be doing something you ain't never did before. Even moving in the energy of freedom or thinking freely here is something that's new for you. And that's okay. But your spirit team is just like, go do it. Go try it. You just have to get up one day and decide that today is going to be the day that I'm going to try this. I'm going to give this an attempt. And when you do give it an attempt, look, courage at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, if you one of them people that's like, you was like, it's been engraved. A lot of fear has been engraved in you since you was little. Like, you was just raised around fear mongers. They're telling you here that courage is your lesson. Courage is your lesson, and that's what they trying to get you into as they're trying to push you off this little, almost like, as I'm looking at this freedom card, there's a bird here. And you think about a mother bird as she pushes the babies out of the nest to let them know that they are ready. Never seems like or feels like that the birds are going to be ready or whatever it is, but just know, baby, even with the outrageous open this card here, there's another bird. It's a bird on the courage card too. There's two of them. One right here, one right here. So, yeah, baby, like this for you right here, this is about getting some courage to just do something new. Because somebody's spirit team here really wants to break them away from like the limitations of their fear here. They saying for somebody that shit is paralyzing for you. You can't do nothing. And they don't want that for you. Look, letting go is here. They want you to let go of that fear, baby. Letting go as well of those ways of thinking that are tied to fear. Some of you guys really need to take a true evaluation of why you are so fearful, right? Of course, we know the obvious reasons of, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want this to happen. But for some of you guys, it runs deeper than that. It runs to like childhood type shit. And again, I want to be a voice of confirmation to you guys that if you specifically had family members that were like that, very like fearmonger type people, that's where it starts for you, baby. I can't make it up. Inner child is at the bottom of the deck. It started for childhood for some of you guys. Those seeds of fear were planted as a child into you. If you had, again, strict parents and they wanted to control and, cipher everything that you did and stuff like that. Or even if you had parents, right? My little fake ass mama used to always tell me, right? You ain't got no friends. You ain't got no friends. Me and God, your only friend. And that came from a place of fear, but also a narcissistic control too. So even though some of these people, right, they wanted to implant this fear in you since you were a child. And they could say for whatever reason, right? I just want to keep you safe, or I just want to. But baby, despite what you wanted to do as my mother, father, leader, whoever you were to me, my God said, my angels, my spirit team said, no fear. God does not give us the spirit of fear. So that means if I'm experiencing it, if I'm having it, that shit came from somebody else and I'm finna give it back. Because what we want right now is only what comes from the Most High. And that as well is what your ancestors and your spirit team here is trying to, prune in your life, right? With this energetic clearing. What they're trying to ask you to let go of, those old ways of thinking and believing. Those things that have literally been attached to you since you were a child here. Because they like, baby, you a chosen one. You connected to the Most High. So the type of courage and the way you supposed to be moving around here like your daddy, is God. Yeah. Well, some of y'all may be on the opposite end of that spectrum right now, and you are just kind of doing the bare minimum. You still hiding yourself away. You just content with just, I'll just stay here. And nah, baby, you gotta send them fears back. And I ain't even gonna say face the fears, because some people say face the fears, and I feel like I will say it, because to an extent you have to admit that the fear is there. So I will say that part is facing it. But the biggest thing here is letting it go. Acknowledge that it's been there and that it has held you up in whatever way, and and even thank it, right? With the gratitude here. I thank you for the whatever, safety and energy that I was able to relax into, because of this fear or whatever. I thank you for that. At that capacity where I was in my survival mode, that helped me, that worked for me. But now, where I am, where I'm going, I gotta let it go. You gotta part ways with the fear, baby. You gotta part ways with the fear, okay? What else? We have extraordinary here. Some of you guys, look, 2 messages, right? Some of you guys are realizing now how valuable you are. You're loving on yourself more here. You're as well making some extraordinary revelations. You're connecting some dots here that's really making some shit make sense for you. But Spirit is saying for some of you guys, you have a very extraordinary intuition here. And some of y'all been sleeping on your intuition, right? That's why that grounded in trust came out here. That message keep trying to come out. And the reason why your ancestors is so big on y'all, like, trusting your intuition, because that's how they communicate with you. Some of y'all won't know because, you know, the ancestors are not right now anyway, but they ain't no humans. They can't come up to you and say, hey, go do this or go do that. So intuitively, you always have to know when your spirit team is speaking to you or guiding you. Thank you for that love. So if you already in this kind of battle with your intuition is how they knocking on your door, right? Thank you for that love. They trying to say, hey, I'm here. Let me in. I'm trying to show you something. And you damn arguing with your intuition and shit like that. Like, well, why this? Or what about this? They like, no, that's why we want you to stay grounded in this here, because that's how we communicate with you. And some of these people really are trying to highlight. They said, you know this too. I think we talked about that before too, that some of y'all might be avoiding some of these titles because you feel like somebody else supposed to give it to you, but you know your ass psychic. You know you intuitive as hell. Clairaudient. You know you be having vision, seeing stuff. Y'all know what it is. Some of y'all even communicate with people that are passed on here, and y'all don't want to tell nobody that because it may still freak you out. But you definitely don't feel like nobody else gonna believe you. God said, please don't let these little commercialized ass TV, you know, shows or people like, oh, I'm a psychic medium. I am a professional this. I've been doing this for years, baby. That don't mean shit. Thank you for that love. Because God can reveal a whole year's worth of information through a person, a baby. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that love. They can reveal that through a child speaking. Thank you for that love. So they want you to understand and know that the intuition that lives within you, baby, is the voice of God for you. Thank you for that love. And every spiritual being that is connected to you, that is on, you know, in the energy of being assigned to help you in some sort of way, that's how they're going to communicate with you. So if you don't ever answer the phone with your spirit team trying to guide you, you praying like, God, please show me a sign. Give me this. You know, don't let me do this. Or, you know, you worried about making the wrong decision. They saying, baby, it ain't about how fervently you pray not to do the wrong thing. You just got to trust. You got to trust. And know that despite what you've been taught, your intuition is very much connected to your, like, your feelings here. What feels right for you. It don't always got to be no scientific calculation to explain why you should make a decision. Y'all ain't got to sit down and write no damn 50 pros and cons each for, you know, every decision you want to make. They saying chill out. Because some of you guys already know what to do because you do have such an extraordinary intuition here. And they want you to know that they said, baby, that runs in the family. So they definitely don't want you to sleep on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, intuitively, like, being powerful in that way. Your ancestors said, yeah, you got that from us. But they feel away when you doubt it, right? When you don't trust it here. So get grounded in there, babies. Get grounded in that energy. Got divine flow here falling under surrender and freedom. Surrender to the divine flow that's happening in your life, baby. We talked about before letting go of those control issues too. Your ancestors are saying as well that they don't always give you the details because they don't want you to worry about it. It really ain't for you to know because you ain't got to handle that. They got that. For some of you, the energy of ease looks like not always knowing the details here. And I know for some of y'all, that may sound cringe as hell, right? For those people that are my planners and, you know, the very, I hate to use the word controlling because of the negative connotation that's put on it. But it that's what it is, right? There's a control thing here. And again, it's still, whether you know it or not, subconsciously rooted in fear and doubt. Because you feel like if you can control every aspect, or you can control how everything, like you playing all the scenarios from A to Z and trying to prepare yourself for all the ways this may happen or end or whatever it is. Can't do that. You're going to continue to be disappointed because right now the flow will not look like your plan. Now, if you were to be really, really grounded and locked into your intuition, yeah, maybe it would. Because then you'll be coinciding with and aligning with the frequency of what your spirit team is trying to lead you towards here. But for some of you guys, y'all are like head first, like it gotta work like this. Or if God said I can have this, this is how it's gonna go. They're like, nope. Some of y'all need to throw y'all planners away. And y'all just throw y'all planners away because God said it ain't finna work like that. And the type of freedom that they want y'all to have and to surrender here. Let me show y'all so y'all know I ain't lying here. Like surrender, freedom, and then what fell up under that is divine flow. Look, it's trying to fly away. Surrender, freedom, and divine flow. You got to surrender, baby. You got to give yourself the freedom of surrendering. They're saying. Because everything that you asked for is within divine flow, they said. But the only part, right, that is, the part that you can deem is kind of like the untouchable space is the space where we talk about how it's going to come to pass. You'll never know. It's not your job to know. And again, I told some of y'all, don't let that thought freak you out. Think about it as like a child. Like, a child be like, well, you know, every day when something gonna happen to where I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna get fed, somebody gonna come through, you know, mama, daddy, whoever, they gonna come through with this food. You ain't got to stand over them in the kitchen, watch them cooking and be like, well, let me make sure you cooking it and let me make sure it's happening. You ain't constantly going in and out the refrigerator to see if the food there. No, you just know that meal gonna appear because mama got me, because daddy got me. Same for your spirit team here, my loves. Put that manifestation in, that prayer in, that request, and move about like you know that shit is flowing to you. But God, again, is trying to let y'all know that if it was as easy as you planning on how you was going to get it yourself, you wouldn't need this intuition. You wouldn't need your spirit team. But obviously, that ain't the case. We are required to work with them or in some cases, just allow them to work. That's what working with them looks like. Just allowing them to do it and to work. Thank you for that love. Got non-duality here. Thank you for that love, beautiful soul. Yeah. This is another card that talks about surrendering to the flow of everything that's happening here. It says, let me read what's on the card. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both, okay? So this is where they're trying to let you know, right? All of that courage that you want to have, you know, trying to plan and do all this and be in control and see, well, God, is it going to work like this? Is it going to do this? They're saying take all of that energy and apply it to your willingness to be free, to live an easy and happy life here. They're saying as well to take that energy and put it towards a place within you that allows you to be okay with your human process. Now, this one I can really, really relate to for y'all. And let me break this down, right? Because some of you guys, right, because you are so spiritual, sometimes you're very absent from your body. You may spend a lot of time meditating, or you just may be always kind of communicating and, you know, just in another dimension mentally, right? You may be sitting in a room physically, but you ain't there. And I used to be that person heavily, especially when I was in that space of not having to be around like other physical people. That's when I was really learning who my spirit team was, you know, how this thing worked. I was just consulting with them all day, every day. It was almost like we was, look, with this ease card, y'all see how like there's somebody in the middle, then you got these other characters that are sitting around. Like this is like me and all my ancestors just having tea time every day. Every day. But after a while, they sent me back to my body. That shit sound crazy to say, but they sent me back. They was like, you gotta go help. You gotta go. Like, you have learned what you need to learn at this time to be prepared to really, really step into this next phase of your journey here and your growth, which is what you went through all of this initiation and these hard times for, so that you can be in this energy of ease and from there flow into, your true role as an earth angel or starseed here. So some of you guys really are learning how to be a fucking human right now. How to even interact with people, right? Because that whole social awkwardness thing, baby, if it's a thing for anybody, it's for sure a thing for chosen ones. We don't be knowing how to talk to people. We don't be knowing how to do the small talk, the little conversation, the shit that don't matter, like out in public. Like, we be in the corner looking crazy, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's the weather? Bitch, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you see what was on the news? No, I don't watch the news. What you think about what so-and-so did? I don't even know what you're talking about, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, even people be trying to talk about superstars and stuff like that. Who? Kanye did what now? I ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not connected. Thank you for that love. And like, I feel like a lot of y'all are like that too. Now, in this message, I don't feel like the Most High is like telling you to lower your vibrations to fit into these people. But again, understanding that your job deals with humans. Your calling deals with humans. And the first human you gotta take care of and get ready for this is you, your human. Take care of your human. Thank you for that love. And be okay as well with interacting with other people. Thank you for that love. Because I'm telling y'all, baby, when I first stepped back outside, thank you for that love. Y'all remember that show, Everybody Hates Chris? And I can't remember her name on the show, but her name was, I remember her, she Pam from Martin. It's my favorite show, so she always gonna be Pam to me. But she, was married to the daddy. She was the mama. She was married to the daddy. And anytime something would happen, she'd be like, I don't got to do this. My man worked 3 jobs and would just walk the fuck out, right? Y'all, anytime I would walk into any sort of energy or a room or something like that, and the energy felt a little ghetto, a little not like what we had planned for. Like, when I tell you, I would dip out so quick and be like, I don't got to do this. Baby, I can go be with my ancestors right now. And not have to deal with none of this bullshit. So it's like I wasn't even giving it a chance to be a human, to be a part of this process. Because I'm like, I'm safer with y'all, right? Like, it's cool up here with y'all. We know what the frequency, the energy gonna be always. Fuck the weather, baby. The temperature is the same in this bitch. Consistency is here. Spirit, like, you got to get out there and know how to do both. You got to know how to do both here. And the one thing that I will say, right, even beyond that, right, since you're being asked to do that now, to step into that, thank you for that love. You can expect that your spirit team here is going to be sending you in people that will make sense, right? They coincide with your frequency here. Thank you for that love. So it won't be so much of a battle or a struggle to, pull yourself to do this or to be in these energies. Thank you for that love. But they're saying to you, right, it's both, right? It's about you enjoying your life here on this earth, right? As they've been reminding you why, like, okay, yeah, it's been hard up until now, but ease is for you, baby. So don't give up on humanity or the human life here. I know some of y'all be like, aliens, come get me. It's ghetto down here. Me, some of y'all like, but God, like, don't leave yet, because you have to understand, even though, of course, there is this space of enjoyment for you, there's also the heavy understanding that, baby, you got work to do. So you can't allow yourself to be so irritated and easily just pushed away by the energy that you really meant to come and kind of stand against here. Thank you for that love. Again, not in the energy of combativeness, but like I told you, you have to get in that mindset of understanding, like, instead of me going out here and the frequency running me, I understand that wherever I am, right? I can't control the whole world, but at least the areas that I'm in, baby, my energy is going to control the temperature in this bitch. Thank you for that love. I may not change nothing that nobody else around me is doing, but what I will let you know is that you ain't going to come disturb my energy with it. And for those that are meant to be a part of my frequency and that I am meant to help, baby, I'm open. I welcome you with very nurturing and loving arms here. Because I understand the importance of this moment that I have with you, right? I tell y'all all the time, I'm a person that takes it very serious how I handle the people that the Most High allow me to encounter. I try to be very clear about my energy. I'm very clear about providing a space of openness for everybody. I don't care whether I know your history or not. It doesn't matter. By the time you get to me, whatever your purpose stands with me is a clean slate until you start writing and telling me, you know, what we doing here. But no matter how open, loving, welcome, giving I am to those that I know that I'm meant to connect with, it ain't that energy for everybody, baby. I still, again, in my awareness, I know that what's going on out here, it still ain't right. It's getting fixed. But we still have to, you know, protect our energy in that way. But it never equates to living in fear. It never equates to, you know, slowing up or stopping going out or doing anything, because no, it just takes it takes you tapping into your intuition here and knowing how to really, really harness and control your inner power, baby. And sometimes that looks as simple as, you know, one of my favorite examples, like I say, if I wake up in the morning and I say I'm gonna have a good day, baby, there's no exceptions. Ain't no way I'm finna come back to this house and be like, oh, my day just went to shit because this happened. No, my one and only assignment was to make sure that I stayed in the energy that I called in for myself, which was a good day, a peaceful day, an easy day, whatever it is. And understand that if there is any energy that comes my way to try to challenge that, okay, so y'all just try to see if I meant what I said. And I do. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. Still gonna have peace. Baby, we'll walk off and leave you standing where the fuck you at if that's what it takes. Don't matter. But what I won't do is be disconnected from what I said, right? That's the inner power. That's how we protect ourselves. Not by hiding, not by saying, well, I just won't do it or I just won't go. Nope. God is telling you there is a space within this where we master this duality, okay? And that as well is where your ancestors are meeting you to try to make it a little bit easier for you, because for each one of us, right, there may be different fears or reasons why we do what we do or don't do what we do. But for whatever your story is, your ancestors in particular are definitely coming in to help you to relax more into that energy, so that you can move without fear, so that you can, you know, be in that energy of keeping your space clear. Law of attraction is real, right? So I'm telling y'all, there's something about when you really get in that energy of saying like, okay, today I'm going to have a good day. And I'm like not saying that with a hopefulness. I'm saying it with a surety. And to even go out and see how like, damn, it's extra peaceful, right? I expected peace, but like it's giving me like a little extra added, you know, a little razzle dazzle. Why? Because your energy of attraction is working too. So when you truly believe and lock into that, I'm telling you, it ain't nothing that nobody can say or do here. That's for you, baby. Thank you for that love. That's power. That's what inner power looks like. That's what it looks like to be snatching back that energy. Pun intended. Yeah, baby, we ain't hiding from no motherfucker low vibrational ass being. God said we are not of this world. We gotta live in this bitch though. And baby, trust me when I tell you again, let's not really distract from where we're going here, which is to the true roles of leadership here. So not only do you get to reside in this motherfucker, but you get to inherit your part of the earth, baby, because of who you are. So you can't be out here fearful or scared or none of that. Absolutely not, baby. You ain't got no reason. I'll take 2 more cards from this deck, Spirit. Anything else? You have awakening going on here. Some of you guys are awakening to this thought process of how powerful you are here. Some of you guys, your ancestors, I told y'all too, right? Y'all ancestors really look out for me because I be helping y'all. And they're letting me know that even with some of you guys sticking around with me here and being with me, that whatever activations are happening as you're listening to my frequency and listening to these words, it's really, really bringing you to a new and true awakening here that's going to lead to the most outrageous openness that you've ever had in your life. For some of you guys, if you look at me in that way of like, okay, damn, like I really, really admire her confidence, or, you know, how she speaks or how she moves here. Understand, right? As I explain to you why I do what I do or how I move from the space that I move from, is because of all these things here that your ancestors are trying to encourage you to say, like, I need you to do this. I've done it. Thank you for that love. This is about surrendering. This is about moving around this bitch like I know I'm protected. This is about me never, coming down off the way that I want to love on people because I just feel like everybody, I ain't nobody gonna love me the way I love them. No, I let that shit go. Because, baby, if God told me the law of attraction work, if God told me that I could have this companionship, then I need to be looking for love everywhere I go, and I do. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even about attention. It's about just the energy of love. Like, the way that I love on y'all here everywhere I go, I'm telling y'all, people love on me the same way. They don't know me. And just like some of y'all, I've never met y'all. I don't know y'all, but y'all know the way that I love on y'all is for real, for real. Y'all know this shit is connected to the Most High. That's the way I experience it when I get that back. Thank you for that love. So when I first got into this space of like really learning this sense of confidence, it was a whole lot of talking to myself, y'all. It was telling myself every day, like when I would feel energies of fear come out, I'd be like, hold on, nah. What we talk about at home, this is me talking to myself, right? What we talk about at home, we declare before we left the house, we are divinely protected and safe from all hurt, harm, and danger, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. So we will not create any other problem or frequency that does not align with that. And I kept moving and I kept going and I kept doing whatever, baby. I ain't give a fuck what it was. How I survived living in my car all that time, how I drove all them miles by myself, how I did whatever it was, no money, however, baby. Even now, like I've been telling y'all, the way that the Most High has just been dealing with me, like the visions and this energetic clearing that I'm having to go through here, y'all, I'm even releasing that. Releasing that weight that came with all the things that I had to do at this time. But I'm telling you, in the midst of me doing it, I never felt how heavy this shit was. I never felt just how hard I was literally having to go. Why? Because my experience was completely different, because I had a understanding with the Most High of what was happening, despite of how it felt, despite of what people was trying to point and say, oh, you doing this or you going through this, or even if when you had the people that was like, oh, she's going through this because of what I did to her, because I had to silence all that shit and be like, I'm doing this because I promised God that I would take this journey. I also told God that even though I knew that I wouldn't have no idea what it would look like, no matter what it looked like, I would trust the process of what I knew God was doing for me here. So when I tell y'all, there was times where I was on both knees and I was just like, God, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There was times where I screamed to the top of my lungs, just like in pain, just like I don't understand. But like I told y'all last night, everything ended with, but God, I trust you. But God, I'm still going to do it. But God, I'm still going to move in this space, right? So in me talking to myself and me having these conversations with God and even letting God know that some things I didn't understand, I didn't get, that's when I got to that space of knowing, like, okay, no matter what, when God is telling me to do something, right? When he does provide me those spaces and times of understanding, I'm like, light bulb moment. I get why you told me to do this, God. I get why you deprived me of this, God. I get it. That's when I have those reference places to go back now in my faith and can be standing in the face of the goddamn abominable snowman. And won't even get up from my chair because I'm like, bitch, what you think you doing? Didn't I tell you in 2020 I was protected? Bitch, that protection don't wear off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't expire. So as long as my faith is alive, I'm claiming it, I'm attached to it. so shall it be. So as confidently as I speak to y'all, right? And again, why Spirit is allowing me to be the tool for some of you guys that is bringing you to this new sense of awakening of your own power here. Thank you for that love. It all comes from the space of knowing that I can have what I have talked to the Most High about and that God has already promised me here. Thank you for that love. That's why even when, God didn't allow some of you guys to know that some people were attacking you or that certain things was going on when it was happening. Because if you would have known, you would have just lost all faith, all hope. You would have just been hella consumed by what you saw here. But some of you guys had to be so blindly moving through the minefield and just getting through this shit because you was protected all along. But there was something about like having your mind absent from that thought process so you didn't get in there and throw your frequency of fear in this shit and fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm telling y'all, the only way that danger for real can like come to you is if you surrender to the thought of fear. It's just literally as simple as this, y'all. I keep giving the same scenario, but I want y'all to know, like, it's this simple. Thank y'all for that love. If you pray before you leave the house, saying that you are safe and protected, you claim it for your entire day. I'm telling y'all, you can open your door, immediately walk out the house, open the door, and it could be 10 pit bulls sitting on your porch, gnarling and barking at you and charging. Now, you may want to automatically run because in your mind, you thinking like, oh my God, they're about to kill me. Like, you start creating these fears. But if you take a moment, maybe close the door and be like, all right, God, I'm holding tight to what we talked about, right? And just like even with us, right? I'll tell y'all, more than anything, I'm an accountability partner for you. So is the same thing with God. Thank y'all for that love. God wants you to hold him accountable to what he promised you. So when you turn and go back one more time and be like, all right, let me talk to myself right quick because the fear want to get in my mind and tell me something different is happening here. No, but we claim safety. God said I can have it. So God, I need you to show up in this moment. And baby, you can walk out that door, turn around, turn your backs to the dog, lock the door. And I guarantee you, the moment you start actually pushing forward in the energy, not retracting, not like, oh my God, like, but you just like, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Baby, they got to part the waters. Them dogs can snarl and bark and they can do all they want to, baby, but you are safe and they cannot touch you. That simple. So if we can get that concept in our minds, y'all, and even understand, right, if certain things do happen, sometimes we have to go back to those moments and be like, okay, did I surrender to fear in that moment? Did I invite that energy into my life by not believing that I was safe then? And a lot of times you're going to find, yeah, you did. But it's not a moment for you to go and be like, well, God, you said you was going to protect me and da-da-da. And da. No, accountability says, and God is looking at you like, yeah, accountability is saying, I did my part. You were supposed to believe. That's what make it work, right? All the promises of God, even magic itself. Thank you for that love. The key to start the ignition to get that shit to working is your faith, your belief. That's why free will is one of the most powerful energies that exist in this world. God don't even touch our free will. Because you got to choose to believe. You got to choose to know that you are free. You got to choose to walk in this energy, y'all. So this is what I'm saying to you, baby. This confidence ain't coming from no space to where it's unreachable. And that's the one thing I always want to remind you as a healer, because I'm not a healer that's here to enable anybody. If you ain't learning something from me, again, if you ain't awakening, I ain't doing my job here. But you need to see my confidence as a spark of remembrance to know that you can do it too. That you can do it too. And even in being in the space to where you can witness God, really fulfilling these promises. Thank you for that love. You got to give God the opportunity to do it. If you keep letting fear keep you in this space to where you ain't trying nothing, you ain't doing nothing, you ain't even trying what God is telling you to do here, you'll never know God to be a miracle worker like I know God to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never get to this space of confidence in God. So I'm telling y'all, baby, I'll fight anybody before I doubt God. You know what I'm saying? Like, who? You gonna fight me? Yes, you. You too, bitch. I don't care. Mr. T looking ass, big bitch. I'll fight you too before I doubt God, baby. That's just where we at right now. And that's where my confidence is derived from. If anybody want to know, don't ever look at me in a way to where it's like, damn, I just admire that. I can never. Yes, you can. Will it take daily effort? Absolutely. I talk to myself every day. I talk to the Most High, my spirit team, every single day, several times a day, throughout the day. I'm aware of myself, and I'm aware of when these energies may try to come into, into my mind or into my body, whatever is going on. And instead of wrestling with it and, oh, why is this happening? No, I send that shit back. And I remind myself of the energy that we have claimed for the day. And notice I keep saying for the day. Some of y'all need to take it a day at a time. I feel like this is your ancestors saying that too. Yeah, they confirmed it. I know that's right. Some of y'all really need to get in the energy of learning how to take it a day at a time. You get so overwhelmed by thought processes because you got to think about what you're doing tomorrow, next week. You got to plan. Some of y'all, every time y'all get some money, you got to try to buy everything you need because you scared, you had this feeling like I'm going to run out. Let me buy while I got the money. Bro. Some of y'all really need to harness your energy and pull it back into a one day at a time type thing. God, I give thanks that for today, what I need today, breakfast, lunch, dinner, gas money, lights, heat, whatever it is. So cover it, whatever. Fill in the blank for you. I'm grateful that for this day, God, I have it. I ain't got to go seek for it. I ain't got to go pray for it. I ain't got to go work for it. None of that is here. So same thing for you guys as it comes down to this space of you learning how to master your faith, to master that confidence in yourself and in God and the God within you. To trust and stay grounded in your intuition here. One day at a time, my love. Give yourself, if some of you guys are planners and you really still need that energy in some sort of way, look at your 24-hour span here. Give yourself some goals for this 24 hours. And I ain't say no to-do list. I said give yourself goals, energetic goals. Today I'm going to remain in the energy of fill in the blank. Today I want to find myself being more confident about fill in the blank. Today I allow myself to do fill in the blank. And for some of you guys, you may need to, I remember for a while when I was in that energy of trying to just get this and just get it into my mind, into my heart. Baby, I had sticky notes all over my wall. I looked like I was a damn investigator and people be having all the pictures and shit. Like my whole wall was just covered with affirmations. And it was the first thing that I saw when I woke up. So this was the wall that was at the bottom of my bed, like the foot of my bed. So when I sat up in the mornings, that was the first thing before I could let my mind start overthinking. For some of y'all, I know that's when it started for you too. It's almost like it's out of your control. It just started running. But God is saying, harness that shit. You got to call it back. That's where you have control. You got control issues trying to micromanage God. No, they saying take that energy and put it on your own shit. Don't let your mind get to running 1,000 miles left. And you acting like you can't catch up with it. No, you put a stop to that shit and you say, this is what we're going to do today. For some of you, that may look like voice memos, voice notes that you check every day, sticky notes. Some of y'all may get a dry erase board or something in your room. Whatever it is, baby, it's daily reminders of what we doing here. Not just, out here just being pulled in every direction in the wind and the emotions and all of this. No. Even though you go with the flow, right? Energetically, you still have some control here. You know what you're going to do. You know how you're going to move. And no matter what the outside flow looks like, right? No matter what actual scenarios you find yourself in, the energy should always be consistent. This room, that room. Upstairs, downstairs. I said what I said. I am who I am. I'm living in the energy that I'm going to live in today. It's that simple. No exceptions. When God told us a long time ago these things about the fact that we are safe, everything will work for our good. That even the smallest size of faith, the smallest giving or offering of faith can create big miracles. That God didn't say, well, damn, I didn't expect that to happen. Like, now I got to change my rule. No, God knew all things accounted for. All demons accounted for. All oppositions accounted for. I still said what I said concerning my chosen ones. So now God, your spirit team, they just want you to be in that same energy. Because nothing about what they said over your life has changed. Even though it may look different, even though you may not have, what you're looking at right now may not be the physical manifestation of your promise. You got to still have the confidence that no matter how far left I may feel like I'm going away from that vision, I'm still working towards it. God's still leading me towards it. And whatever this process looks like today, whatever the steps look like today in order to get me to where I need to go, baby, I'm willing to take them. Thank you for that love. I'm willing to take them. And to understand that even as I take them, I can still be in my energy of ease here. I can still surrender to, the love of God. This don't got to be no complicated process for me. This don't have to be something that's laced with fear and apprehensiveness. Absolutely not, y'all. Y'all got to get into the energy of being okay with living. Being okay with knowing that you are a human being living this human process, no matter how spiritual you are. And being okay with understanding as well that you are not counted out in this world. Whatever was hard for you before, whatever was made difficult for you before was about your initiation into the healer that you are, into the leader that you are. But it was not to define your human experience. So this realization that we're having today, y'all, this conversation that we're having today is a very mature one, right? And your ancestors will not be bringing it to you if you were not ready for it. So for a lot of you guys, you really need to realize that this shift is happening. You are in your easy days, baby. You are in your easy time. You are free to live in that. And there's not one thing, not one excuse, one fear, not one reason that you can give yourself that is good enough for you not to do it. For you not to surrender to this divine flow here. Because it's like whatever problems were actually there, your ancestors have already handled. And they don't need you creating no more from your spaces of fear and doubt here. It ain't necessary, my love. Let yourself live an abundant life. And allow yourself first and foremost to know that you're worthy of it. That's why it's already present in your life. The energy is already around you. You just got to claim it. You got to know it's for you. And you have to know as well that every person that you encounter, right, as I'm looking back at this awakening card, whether it's me, whether there's any other spiritual being in your life, whether you encounter other earth angels, whatever it is that they are confirming in you and saying that you can do, you can be, whatever reminders we're giving you about how powerful you are safe to receive that. Again, no other validation. Confirmation burp. No other validation. Certification is needed. No other permissions are needed. You free, baby. You are free to be. And think about like be. Be is such a beautiful verb word. It's an action word. Be can lead to anything else. Be you. Be great. Be happy. Be peaceful. Be easy. Whatever that be is for you, baby. Verb that shit. Be. Live. Live. Your ancestors, they want you to know like they are so proud of you. Like when I tell you it's almost like when you finally do come outside, you may come outside to like a whole applause of like people just like waiting on you like, woo, like you finally out. Because they want you to know like the coast is clear for you here. The coast is clear for you here. And I don't care if anybody, a little dog or something do start barking, I'm gonna do this. You have permission to full-blown laugh at their ass. You have full-blown permission to ignore their ass. Because it does not negate what I'm saying to you right now, that you have been granted the life of ease. And nothing or anyone will stop that, has the power to stop it, but you. By not allowing yourself to do it, or by allowing other energies to come in and block you. But where I'm meeting you as a real spiritual teacher right now is to let you know, baby, that's where you stand in your power. Again, not micromanaging God, not beating down heaven because you don't believe that God coming through for you. No, let them control issues go in that area. But take that same energy and effort and put it in the place where it belongs, which is, again, reinforcing what the fuck you said about yourself. I said what I said. It needs to be your anthem for the rest of the year. And before you get into that energy, be clear on yourself about what it is you're saying here, right? Your ancestors, again, are saying, we're making ways for you. We're holding space for whatever, dreams and things that you're trying to manifest here. But make clear what you want from us. Even in the universal law of attraction, what you're calling in, right? You can't call in certain things or pray to God about certain things and then not believe that it's going to happen. You're not going to allow that shit to flow into you. And that's confusing to your spirit team as well, because it's like, okay, we hear you're praying, but every time we go to make the move to like get it to you or like work it out, there's some sort of blockage here because your energy is still putting out to say, I don't believe, I don't want it. You may physically be saying, God, please, I want this. But every day you get up and it's like, oh, I got an attitude. Why I ain't got it yet? Da, da, da. What your cells are yelling out to the universe, never mind. We're not ready for it yet. Some of y'all don't understand how bad that contradicts. So when you pray, baby, you got to get up, dust your shoulder off and be like, no matter what the fuck it look like. Even if I know for a fact, like maybe I'm praying about like, God, I need you to move this one person up out my house or out my space. But when I pray, I go out, that motherfucker still sitting out there. I can't be like, oh, God didn't hear me. No, I'm seeing every day that there's some sort of strategy that's working to get you out. That's just how confident I am in God. I'm not expecting things to go wrong. I'm looking for all the pieces that reflect that God is saying yes to me. Because that's the type of God we serve. And the type of God as well that sends a team to you, a personal team to you, to make sure that it happens here. So this is why this message needs to come, directly from your spirit team and your ancestors today, because they are the ones, again, that are working very close knit with you right now. They all in your mind. They hear your thoughts. They hear your conversation. They hear all that shit. So even when some of y'all are really thinking like, or even living in a sense of delusion, like, yeah, I believe God, I believe it's going to happen. But subconsciously you really are doubting that shit, or you really don't believe it, or you just keep saying, trying to, some of you guys too, y'all love to hope. Because you feel like they give you a way to straddle the line here. So if it don't happen, you can be like, well, at least I didn't get my hopes all the way up. Like, hell no, you can't do that. You got to believe, baby, full throttle. Because even that hope is still like halfway closing the door. So it's like, if you need your look, with this outrageous openness here, if you need that door wide open to be able to receive all the things that you expect God to do for you, you got to open it, baby. We beyond that space of hoping, right? Again, this is a mature message tonight. We beyond the space of hoping. We claiming, we believing, we receiving. And again, remember who you are, baby. You are earth angel. You are star seed. So your faith one day will be a strong testimony to be an awakening for somebody else here. Thank you for that love. Just like I'm awakening and activating within y'all, same for you. So some of y'all really got to get into them spaces of, learning what that looks like for yourself so that you can fill out that part in your blueprint to say, this is the space where I truly believe God. Because by the time you meet your tribe on the other side of you manifesting what you prayed for, come on. Yeah, you're going to be telling them the same thing, baby. Don't look at my confidence like it's something that's unreachable. Nah, this took faith. And whereas faith seems like such a complicated thing, it's not. It's just about the surrender. The surrendering is the most complicated part of it. That's where we find all the reasons why we shouldn't, right? But our spirit already know what's up. Our spirit want to believe. Our spirit is urging us to believe. If it really was just, easier to just live in fear, then you wouldn't be able to get that thought out your mind. Because even with some of y'all hiding in the back room, you can't stop thinking about being outside. You can't stop thinking about exploring. You can't stop thinking about filling the blank. Because your spirit has already claimed it. Now you got to get this human, this logical mind in line with that shit, so the job can be completed here, baby. And again, the ancestors keep trying to emphasize here how easy this could be for you. So for some of you, I feel like it's really going to resonate with you when I say, you know, let me reiterate again, day by day process. If you feel like your thoughts are unmanageable, you know, your indecisiveness is kind of all over the place, or, you know, even your emotions may be up and down, you need to start focusing on yourself on a day-to-day basis here. And not speaking for like, God, in the future, I want this. Like, I'm just ready for this to come. But speak to what you're doing right now. Some of you guys, when you wake up tomorrow, you need to start this process of like, all right, God, here's the things for today that I really need to like just feel within myself. I need to feel peace. I need to feel comfort about this. I need to feel whatever it is. And some of you guys, because you, again, if you have that problem, like just overwhelming thoughts, just too much going on, like you kind of got that ADHD thing, like you start in one room doing something, you go here, you can't complete nothing. You need to put yourself on like a 3 to 5 goal, energetic goal, like basis for at least the next 7 days here. So there's only 3 to 5 things that you can kind of root back to and say, okay, am I doing this, or am I holding space for this, or whatever it is for you? And make that list at the beginning of the day, check it throughout, hold yourself accountable, and at the end of the day, go back and look and say, did I do this? Was this done? Or what? And be real about yourself about what it is you're accounting for. And that 3 to 5 gonna go from that to 10 to 15, to 20 to 25, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna become more of an easy thing for you to move in this energy of like flow and just let it happen and trust no matter what, and intuitively, whatever it looks like for you. So for some of you, this is where we at right now. Like you got to harness that energy. Thank you for that love. That energy. INNER, capital G. Because that motherfucker is powerful, baby. But power uncontrolled can be an enemy for you. And some of you guys, you may be looking at your gifts and your power in that way right now because you don't know what to do with it. It feel like it's all over the place. Like it's making things more complicated for you because of the way that you are approaching it and you're observing it. But I feel like everything that your spirit team led me to say to you tonight was along the lines of really bringing this into perspective of what's happening to you right now, and to let you know that it's not beyond your control. Some things are, and that's what they want you to take your hands off of. But there's a lot of things that you can control at this time that you need to put more focus towards doing. Actually put the energy towards doing that. And you're going to find that that's going to be the key to make your life feel way easier than what it is right now. Because I'm telling y'all, for some of y'all really want to believe and keep telling yourself that, oh, once I get this, it's going to be easier. And I get it. Money will make things easier. A new house will make things easier. A companion will make things easier. But baby, the complication of your control issues and up and down faith and, just attracting weird shit energetically, it's still going to reside even as you get these other solutions here if you don't see it as something that needs a solution as well. Okay, my love, so I want y'all to start on that tomorrow. If you feel like that message is for you, I want you to start on that tomorrow. 3 to 5 goals. That's it. And I don't care if the goal is like all day long. I will, recenter my energy or come back to the energy of happiness, even if I do feel other emotions today. Thank you for that love. I'm going to make it a physical effort to always return to the energy of love here, or happiness. Or I'm going to make it my goal today, to no matter what, to like remain in a high energy frequency here. Because some of you guys, you may, if you're still waiting on a release from like a certain job or a space to where there's a lot of low vibrational energy and you have to go in every day. And especially if you've been feeling like it's been draining or pulling on your energy a lot, and you really been battling like, how do I come back home and not feel like I've been fucking ran over by a horse every day? You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys, that needs to be the practice of like, I said what I said. If I say energetically today that I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna be up, I'm gonna do whatever it is, that's what it's gonna be. And in that, you're gonna be finding and discovering new ways to make that your reality. Some of you guys, you really feel like you are a victim to your circumstances here. I'm hearing it. But Spirit is saying, baby, you can make the fiery furnace, right? You can make your bed in hell. If you got peace for real, if you got faith and a real understanding with God, baby, everything can be in flames around you and you can still be sleeping peacefully. So I'm telling you, even your circumstances is not what's the word I'm looking for here? An exception to God's rule here. When it comes down to you being able to call in whatever energy works for you. So yeah, baby, make that your goal from here on out. For the rest of the month. This is a great month to do it. 7th completion month. So if you are tired of being in that energy of just always being drained or just restless, fighting with yourself all the time, overthinking, even being paralyzed so much to where you don't make decisions because of fear or whatever it is, baby, this is going to be step 1 for you. You may not have ever thought about putting it in this way or like approaching it from this way, but I'm telling you, baby, you need to hear this tonight so you know, because this shit gonna be like magic for you. And just as simply as I'm saying it to you, is as simply as it's gonna be done for you. When you don't allow yourself to become distracted by any other energy aside from what you've assigned to yourself from the day, baby, you're going to learn from top to bottom. This day going to be smooth. It's going to be easy. It's going to be whatever it is. Even when you have those days, y'all, because I don't want to make it just seem like everything got to be peachy, right? Because you're going to have days where you wake up and you know, like, okay, my body needs something different today. Like, or this is emotional for me. I already feel the emotions welling up. Even in those spaces, right? You still say, okay, God, I understand what's happening. And even this part of, this emotional space here is a part of the greater goal. So even if I feel like I wake up today and I see that today just ain't the day, I'm going to allow myself to feel today. I'm going to nurture myself as I feel. Never allow myself to get into that victim space, right? Because that's where we lower the vibration. But the healing that comes with experiencing every emotion and releasing how you need to, absolutely, is very valid. And to understand that even in that, right? I set my goal to say, like, okay, I'm going to feel it today. I'm going to do what I need to do. But I promise I'm going to get back grounded. I'm going to come back to, that center of peace and happiness that I know is intended for me here. Excuse me. For some of you guys as well too, I'm hearing, right, this kind of, but it don't got nothing to do with what I'm saying. But God is saying, don't avoid them emotions. Whoever living in that avoiding energy here, don't avoid those emotions. Some of you guys, you have mastered happiness and peace so well until that makes you want to avoid when the Most High is trying to allow you to release and get certain things out, right? You feel like you're doing something wrong. You like, I'm a high vibrational being. I'm not supposed to feel like this. I'm not. Nope, you still a human. You very much are a high vibrational being, baby. You sure are. You sure the fuck are. But I promise you, you crying or releasing or saying what it is ain't gonna change that. It's gonna make you more powerful. So for some of you that may be in that space, right, like back to the example of me, right, like I told you currently, as I speak to you now, God is doing a whole upgrade and energetic clearing on me. And like I said, if I wasn't aware of what I was, going through, I would be like, oh, is this spell work? Or, I'd be trying to rebuke it and avoid it and all of that. But not knowing the whole time that what's happening is something that I need. So for some of you guys, don't avoid any emotions here. Check in with yourself every day that you wake up and say, how do we feel today? What do we need today? Make those goals based off of what you know you need. And for some of you, if the answer is just like an emotional release and just comfort and whatever, give yourself that. Give yourself that. Some of you guys, you got to be okay with just knowing, like, today I just got to cry. I ain't necessarily just got to be out here fighting or looking for solutions. I just got to feel better. I got to feel better. Like, you will. But you got to understand that crying is a part of the feeling better. You get a pimple on your face and that shit fill up. That skin be so damn tight and just whoo. But when it finally pop and release, that little pain of it coming to a head it's gonna hurt, and you gotta acknowledge that. But the release that comes behind it, baby, is real and tied again to the freedom that is assigned to you. Okay, y'all. So I love y'all. I feel like that's the end. I feel like this could really go on and on and on. I'm trying not to like do too much here so I can get into my list. But your spirit team loves y'all, man. They love y'all so heavily. And they are just so impressed and proud of who you are, man. And it's like, if you ain't in that energy with yourself right now, that's where they trying to get you. If you've seen an increase, as I'm looking at this divine love, like I talked about earlier, if you just seen an increase of like, positive attention, thank y'all for that love, positive attention coming towards you, or just people just being nicer to you. It might feel a little strange to you, but that is your ancestors' ways of like letting you know, man, like how loved you are. And simply because of who you are, who you've chosen to be here. Thank you for that love. They love the hell out y'all ass. Especially if they sending y'all to me, baby. Ancestors don't send me out for nobody. I'm telling you, honey, like, motherfuckers got to be working for the feds to find me. If you look me up, baby, between all the places I done had to move around and do shit, and all the motherfuckers that's been out here stealing my identity and impersonating me, you might find a whole address book just with my name in different places. Like, oh, she may be living here. She may be living here. She may be there. Who knows? But I'm telling you, baby, once I pop up on this here internet, everybody ain't gonna see me, but who's supposed to will. And it's y'all. My folks right now tuning in, it's y'all. Y'all supposed to see me and hear me. So if they sending you to me, they want you to know, baby, how loved you are. I have a very clear understanding, right? As a growing healer as well, right? Say for instance, for everybody, we heading this way. This way is towards answer prayers, manifestations, the promised land, all of that, right? And if you can imagine, there's all these roads that just, circle, come in and lead to this one narrow space that we're in right now. Now, before, where I was a little bit further that way as a healer. So I was more kind of like in the trenches, right? Even in my own story, but where I was helping people was more sympathetic, right? Because I was there with y'all. I was feeling certain things, the dark night of the soul. So the type of help that I could offer was different. Now, there was still a light of confidence here that always attracted people to know that I could help them in some sort of way. But the confidence was not the same because I was still growing and learning and trusting God to be God. But where I am now, baby, on the line, I'm telling you, I'm so close to the end and the real manifestation of things happening to where you got to know that when you see me, God has already said to you, baby, well done. Thank you for that love. You are where you need to be. Because I'm telling y'all, everybody that has found me that's in my tribe now, I promise y'all, everybody damn near had the same story. I don't know how you got on my FYP. I don't know how I ended up finding you, but because you ready for me. Because you ready. You ready. And where I am right now, baby, this space in the healing process, like the healer, like how I'm helping people, it's been intense. Thank you for that love. I don't get to be as nurturing and warm and like, I don't even want to say nurturing and warm because I still may come off to like that to some people. But like the conversations then was more to the space of like, I understand where you are. Like I was speaking more to like the pain that people were feeling in that moment. Not necessarily being that voice to be like, all right, baby, we up out that pain. You got to come up out of survival mode. Like, as I'm giving you and preparing you, like training you for this next, like, all right, you about to be shifted off into your next level of the purpose here, which is you leading now. You're going to be less dependent upon getting confirmations from other healers and readers or whatever else. And you're going to be more in your action. So our messages, right, and these conversations that we have are a little bit more mature, right? We not harping so much on what was done. We speak to it for reference again, so the Most High can say, like, all right, when you see this happening, this was going on, but never from a space of like feeling like we're still victims to that, because we're not. So again, God sent you to me, baby. You real mature. You real, evolved here. And you need to give yourself credit for that, even if you feel like you still are evolving. And as you should, we gonna evolve until the day we die. So we keep saying that as though it's some sort of shortcoming. It's not. But you do have to stop sometimes and give yourself credit for what you have already done beyond where you're going. Again, that day by day thing, yeah, that's where we at now. So I'm telling you, baby, you are... If you feel like I'm saying something to you right now that you don't know, like you have a lot of realizations to do about how powerful you are, who you really are here. But understand that even if you do feel like this is, me maybe encouraging you more than what you already believe in it right now, it's to activate that space within you that says, you know what? Yes, the fuck I am powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm speaking to that space. And that space gonna keep standing up from here on out. So don't dim that voice. If you hear my voice in your mind saying some stuff and remind us to be like, you know what, Coach Terica told me this. Yeah, let me play, baby. Let me play. Don't mute me. Don't pause me, baby. Let my messages come back through to remind you of who the fuck we are. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for that love. I love y'all, man. Y'all are so powerful here. So, all of my understandings, I get that we don't get to live a normal life. We still got to learn how to live a human life. And that's why this conversation is so funny to have, right? Because it's like, how humans sitting up here talking about how do you be human? But you got to be on a whole different spiritual level, and star seeds lead us to even understand, right? And that's why y'all here. Y'all get it. Y'all hear what I'm saying. Y'all feel the vibe I'm putting out here. And just like in our lives before, we had all these spaces to where it's like, damn, we couldn't get away with shit. Anybody else do this? They don't nobody say nothing to them, but they always coming for me. Yeah, because you've always had this air of accountability over your head because of the position you're supposed to be in, baby. There's a whole lot of people that's going to be answering to you, seeking your wisdom, your guidance, your intuition, even while they keep telling you to be grounded in your own intuition. Because, baby, you got to be confidently standing and speaking from an energy of I know what I know because I am attached to the Most High. Not just shooting shit or saying, shooting shit in the wind or just saying whatever, but knowing like I can speak this fluently. I can channel this quickly. I can, be this accurate because I roll with God, baby, because God had already said that's what I was supposed to be here doing. I just got to stand up in it. And that's why I'm here to help y'all. I'm that girl that's like, y'all be weak in the knees, stand up. Like, that's me at the end. Like, come on, like, get through here. Like, get through this transition. We almost here, baby. You ain't finna give up now. We got a little section over here to the left. If you need to lay down for a minute, take a nap, we got you. But when you get up, we handing you water. Like, all right, ready, buddy? Let's get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get back in that thing. Because the thing about it is the space that I hold in this line, right? It's gonna be harder or easier for me depending on whether y'all get into where y'all need to go and start picking up the slack, right? And what that look like, you starting your channel, you starting your podcast, you writing your book, you telling your story, you doing whatever you are gifted to do, you making your body oils and butters, you touching Reiki healing, whatever you do in this process, do that shit so that our fronts become stronger here. So again, I ain't here for the numbers. I ain't on this platform for numbers. I ain't here for the money. But I am here to do my job. And I never would have imagined, right? Again, God gave me this go ahead in December of 2022. Just a few months ago. To say, all right, now activate the throat chakra. It's time for you to speak. Everything else, like I said, I was in this time of silence, and anybody that I need to help, it was very one-on-one. Very, saying, I'm here with you. I understand what you're going through. Let's talk about it, But when it came down to getting on this here platform and saying what it is, yeah, it had to come in a whole different area because God told me, right? The space that I'm holding and who I'm holding the space for, this how I gotta come. This the understanding y'all need to have. And y'all will get irritated and bored if y'all just heard these little pit-pat messages. Y'all probably don't even fuck with readers or people that come like that. Or even people that always have these messages like, joy, 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 happy, happy, happy. Nah, y'all be needing that truth. And one of my friends on here, we was just laughing about this the other day. But I commented on something and I was like, you know what? You really didn't have to slap me upside my head with this information like how you did, but you did. And I'm glad you did. Thank you. I needed that. Because some of you guys are like natural leaders, there is that alpha part of you sometimes that ain't gonna hear. They ain't gonna change. You're gonna get a little bullheaded about certain things. But when your spirit recognizes that somebody is speaking to you with a like mind and a like spirit here, you're more prone to listen and be like, damn, I hear that. That resonates with me. So sometimes you got to see me on here shaking these little dreads and all this shit like that. And just so you know how real this is for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how it is for me too. Like, all the readers that I watch, if you look, the one thing that they all have in common, baby, they gonna talk shit. They gonna say what it is. And just like how I be on here laughing and be like, the audacity of you losers. Like, we ain't on here like, God, we praying for them and not. Hell no. Nah. The readers that I resonate with, they come with that straightforward, like, ain't no extra fluff here. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is straightforward. Even I love the people that you'll see a lot of readers as well. Everybody have, like, we grounded with these tarot cards. But you'll see us pull out the index cards, the little decks that we make and everything because them channel messages is real. They come from the Most High. And some of the stuff that we be led to write down, that shit be wild, bro. We be like, God, where this coming from? What is this about? But in that same breath and motion, we know we got to tell it. We got to say what it is because even though it's mind-blowing to us or something that in our empathic nature we may not want to speak on or talk about because it could be triggering or whatever, the moment we get up and we start talking about it, then that comment section start going off and people like, oh my God, you don't know how much I needed this confirmation. Yeah, that's why. That's why I stand so confidently in knowing what space I hold for y'all. Because even when shit don't make sense to me, when I be writing it down or I don't get it, or I be like, God, this so intense. Like, the fact that I know that it's word for word, like speaking to somebody's life, and even somebody come in today was like, or messaged me, was like, you just don't know how much you really be changing people's lives. And I really be praying every day, like, God, help me to really see it and realize it. Because sometimes I don't. The experience of being a healer versus like knowing exactly how you've healed people is two different things here sometimes, So, again, y'all. Whatever you being led to do, whatever you know your calling is, whatever you know your inner power is, your gifts, baby, relentlessly live in that energy. Put it out there. You don't need no validation. You don't need nothing aside from what God has already given you. And I told you for the majority of y'all like, how do I know that God validated me? Baby, do you know you got the gift? Yeah, if you can tell me you know you got the gift, then you validate it. If you're aware of it, it's time to master it. It's time to use it. Okay, y'all? So, again, I love y'all. I'm going to close out that collective energy. I love the hell out of y'all. Man, I'm proud of y'all as an individual who has, felt a lot of the things that you guys have felt, whether it be through my experience in some sort of way, and usually that's what it is, but even just in me channeling more now, right? Because in my experiences, there's always something that I can correlate or relate to, something that, a person that I'm led to heal or work with has been through. so that they know like the place that I'm speaking from is not, a removed space, but it's like I really do feel you and I understand. But even deeper than that, as I have been channeling and getting like the details of like certain things, I'm like, I feel you, bro. I felt the energy that came off of this when I wrote this down. So I already know, you know what I'm saying? Like God is giving me the different insight to speak to a space within a person. So I know, and when I say I'm proud, it comes from that understanding of like, yeah, I see what y'all doing here. I see what y'all done overcame here. And you don't ever have to explain it to me, simply because of how the Most High is already revealed here. So I'm really proud, y'all, like for real, for real. That shit was not to be taken lightly at all. And not even for you to take lightly on yourself, baby. As a collective, here we go. I need 2 pats on the ass from everyone in the comment section. 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Because you did that. And we ain't finna sit here and act like you did it. Thank you. I received that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as pats, baby, thank you for that love. Like, 2 slaps. Say it 2 times, Gucci Gucci 2 times. Because you did that, baby. You're a fucking hero just in your own right. Just where you are right now. Thank you for that love. Baby. I'm telling y'all, man, like we get so many different angles of this reading and just, I know when God wants us to really get into like the ugliness of what was going on, yeah, we'll get into those readings. When we need encouragement, we'll get those. When we need love messages, we'll get those. But the more, especially that we get those readings about all of the dirtiness and the griminess that was going on, baby, you going to want to pat your own ass even more because you going to see just how much you overcame. There's already a level of awareness, right? Because you've seen some of the enemies firsthand, or you escaped certain energies firsthand. But if some of y'all really can't grasp completely, like, why people keep saying, like, they proud of me, or why do people keep saying, like, my spirit team is proud of me? Because, baby, when you really see the depths of what you did here, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's second to none, baby. And seriously, I told y'all we making history here. Every place that our ancestors fell short before, even the ones that have been in this reading talking to us tonight and letting us know that they're proud too, that's another reason why they proud. Because they was like, baby, you did something that we didn't do. We couldn't do. And for all of us, I'm sure it's very few of us here that actually have examples in our family that we can reference and say, like, man, like my journey, I'm doing what I'm doing because I looked up to this person or I saw them do it. Not saying that y'all don't, but most of us, we ain't got that. So you literally are the first. You the first of your kind making this shit happen here. Put some respect on your name now. Put some respect on your own name now. I tell you, baby, like I told y'all earlier, even that companionship, when that card came out, and I told y'all it's a whole bunch of people in the heavens that's fighting for your hand in marriage, baby, because you a motherfucking beast. You are a spiritual beast. And I say that in the best way. You powerful, baby. You powerful. And I don't care what part in I play in this healing journey. Number one, I'll never be so far removed from what I went through to not be able to relate to somebody. But I'll also never be in a position to where I want to have this sense of hierarchy again. I feel like I fail as a healer if y'all leave feeling like I'm some sort of goal that you look at that is unaccomplishable. Or the space that I stand in is somewhere that you can't be. Nah. There's never a sense of hierarchy that's trying to be created here. None of that, baby. That's why I say I'm helping you so you can help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna negate. I know how important you are. It's an honor. It's an honor to serve and be here and do what I'm doing right now. Because I know, just like I sat in the position at one point in time thinking like, man, like how am I ever, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm lost, I'm clueless. And all these readers helped me and gave me this information and really was my spirit guides here. And just as much of an impact as their words had on my life to be able to activate those changes within me, God like, yep, that's what you get to do for people now. So as I'm telling you, I'm sitting here like, baby, you finna be doing it for others too. And that's why I'm very happy to give you the information that you need here. So you can realize that all of us, baby, we operate in this same power and frequency here. Especially when I say we, I'm speaking to like the star seeds, the earth angels, those of you guys that are here. I ain't speaking to everybody, right? Because this ain't for everybody. Hey, love. If it was for everybody, then there wouldn't be a need for healers. But healers have to have a quicker and different understanding about things because we are responsible for the blueprint. Helping others, we're responsible for going back and, all right, let me get you together here. Let me be in place to when you... So, yeah, I want you to help me. I want you to help me. I was just thinking about the other day, you know, how we laughed at a lot of people that was, you know, coming up in the early 2000s and anything before, I'll say before 2000, like 15, 16. We laughed at those people who had to be the first goers and start to say these things about awakening and being woke, right? They tried to commercialize it and all that shit like that. But it was like, now I have such a different honor and respect for them. Thank you for their love because of the boldness that it takes to stand in their faith and and speak the vision of God that you see. And whereas everybody may try to downplay it and make it seem like it's some sort of radicalist, you know, ideology. Nah, baby. As I now stand here as a person who has to activate their throat chakra and be speaking on things and justice that hadn't necessarily manifested for people yet, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And you guys too are going to be in a position, right, as you step into your healing, you realize like where exactly you are meant to speak up and pick up this slack here and where you're supposed to address the problems. Even when you get to that space, right, the people that you're going to be pulling towards you, they need that sense of like a little bit of advancement to know like, hey, I have a person of reference here. Let me look up to you. Let me take on to what you're saying here because you obviously are standing in the space that I'm trying to get to or manifest towards here. So even as you begin to speak your truth, I'm telling you, right, and this just some extra game because we ain't on this. I may need to do a reading of just for like my just spiritual maturity and healing and things like that. Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna do that. We will have a separate reading for like spiritual teachers and things like that. I'm gonna do a live for that. But this extra piece of game of what I'm telling you here is that you're going to be in a position too to where in your own community and space here, once you become like that full throttle leader, you in your action, you saying what it is, there may be a time when you first start to where you're going to feel like you just that person that's on the sidewalk with the bullhorn, right? And people just walking by you and ain't nobody just, you know, they looking at you like the odd one out because you may be, again, picking up on information that's not readily available to everybody. Or that may only make sense to certain people, and you just gotta sort through the people that it ain't for so that the right ones can hear you. But I'm telling you, it don't take but one person to come and make everything that you're doing make sense here. Because I don't care how much confidence I have, baby. Y'all inboxing me, y'all commenting and letting me know that this shit is helping you is still a strong ass confirmation for me. Will I sit up here and still do it every day if nobody ever come in? And you goddamn right. But now, baby, the way I be around this motherfucker, like, yeah, you can't tell me and my tribe shit, baby, like, because we out here dropping gems, and I know, like, God ain't sending me out here to look like no fool by myself. Oh, yeah. Y'all uplift me heavily. So that's why I'm going to keep uplifting y'all. I'm going to keep on, you know, getting behind y'all, right? Y'all know somebody be running, they get tired, and somebody has to get behind them and like push. Yep. I'm in that space in this journey, baby. But I ain't going to let you, give up. I ain't going to let you sleep on yourself. No, ma'am, no, sir. It's enough people out here already doing it. And again, that's why you got to have your throat chakra and everything activated within you. So you can let the motherfuckers know, don't ever sleep on you either. Wake up, bitch. I'm here for the awakening. I'm here to wake you guys up however I need to. But for sure, I ain't gonna let you sleep on yourself. With the Millie Rock, you hear me? I'm not gonna let you sleep on yourself, baby. That's how we over here getting down like, we know who we are. Yeah. I'm not gonna let y'all sleep on yourself, so... Again, let me say it one more time. I love y'all. I'm proud of y'all. Very proud of y'all. Okay? So I'm going to close down that collective energy. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors, for that beautiful message for the loved ones today. Thank you for the confidence that you have instilled in us all after this message. And thank you that you are helping us bring things down to size here and helping us to realize how powerful we are and how able we are to handle whatever is coming our way and to remain in whatever energy that we desire as we do so. Thank you for helping us to clear, to adjust, to reshape our ways of thinking and doing and being. Thank you for giving us confidence to be, to live, and to live abundantly. Thank you for the power that you've placed in my spirit team here. Thank you for the goodness. Thank you for protection. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. And thank you for continuing to give us the space to seek you safely. Ashe, with gratitude. Ooh. All right, y'all.